In the age of information explosion, when technology has become an indispensable part of our daily lives, we find ourselves in a strange maze of connectivity and loneliness. This story is not new, but with the advent of mobile phones, the internet, and countless social networks, everything has changed rapidly. We can connect with thousands of people through a touch screen. But do we truly connect with them? The picture that online platforms paint for us is a world where everyone is always happy, successful, and loved. But after every lonely sadness or finally, the night is still just me knowing at the sadness status. We cannot help but reflect on the psychological reality behind those words. They reflect an undeniable truth in the virtual world full of glamorous images. The real lives of many people are empty and lacking in friendship. A recent study by YouGov showed that millennials, those born from the early 1980s to the late 1990s, are the loneliest generation. The research group spoke to 200 adults aged 18 and older in the United States. The answers revolved around feelings of awkwardness and personal concerns. 30% of Gen Y young people surveyed said they always feel lonely, compared to 15% of baby boomers and 20% of Gen X. 22% said they don't have close friends and 30% said that their best friend, BFF, is something they don't even know about. This raises the question, does the absence of friends' genuine connections in life reflect something about us as human beings? Today's video is the answer you're looking for. We will discuss 9 topics related to the lack of friendship, so that you can understand this issue and seek practical solutions. Through this video, we will find out if we are missing these deep connections and, more importantly, Stoicism will explain how it relates to the lack of friends and genuine interactions in modern life. Lack of social skills, number 1. Lack of social skills. Each of us has unique characteristics. Some people shine in the crowd, while others find peace in the quiet space of independence. Lack of social skills is not a sign of deficiency, but a natural part of human diversity, something that Stoic philosophy has helped us realize and accept. In the light of Stoic philosophy, lack of social skills is not a barrier, but a door that opens space for self-improvement and personal growth. Stoicism not only teaches us how to accept ourselves with all our strengths and weaknesses, but also guides us in finding our inner value and happiness. We don't have to fit into every social situation or be the life of every party. Instead, real power lies in realizing that happiness and confidence can grow strongly from within one's own heart and soul. Through the lens of Stoicism, we are encouraged to focus on building quality relationships, not quantity. One deep friendship. One meaningful connection can bring more value than hundreds of superficial relationships. Mike and Anna's story is a clear demonstration of this. Mike is not a good communicator, and he often feels nervous during large social gatherings. However, he has a close friend, Anna, whom he cherishes very much. One day, when the two of them sat in a quiet cafe, Mike shared with Anna that he felt self-conscious because he didn't have as many friends as other people. Meanwhile, Anna reminded Mike that their deep relationship was far more valuable than hundreds of other superficial relationships. Through this conversation, Mike begins to reconsider his views on friendship and understands that a lack of social skills is not always a weakness that can be a boon to helping you focus on building meaningful relationships. Finally, Stoic philosophy teaches us that each individual has unique value, regardless of how many friends they have or their social abilities. When we learn to accept and appreciate ourselves, we begin to realize the true power lies not in conquering the outer world, but in conquering and understanding the inner world. In this turbulent world, the ability to stand on one's own feet and not depend on recognition from others is the key to the true freedom that Stoicism aims for. Lifestyle choices, number 2. Lifestyle choices. In the journey to find self and the profound meaning of life, we often come across different lifestyle choices, each choice carrying a distinct personal mark. But when viewed through the lens of Stoic philosophy, this choice is more than just a collection of daily decisions about where we live, what work we do, or who we choose as friends. It is also a profound statement about how we choose to live our lives. Therefore, Choosing a lifestyle according to Stoic philosophy is not only about shaping behavior and attitudes, but also about cultivating virtue and wisdom. A life that is not only materially simple, but also spiritually rich. Stoicism believes that each individual is responsible for his or her own happiness and peace, overcoming dependence on external factors and negative emotions. They pursue a simple and focused lifestyle, avoiding ostentation, favoring simplicity and valuing quality of life over quantity of possessions or relationships. The ultimate goal of this lifestyle is self-improvement. We continually strive for self-study, self-reflection, to achieve spiritual and intellectual mastery. Realize that acceptance and adaptation to life's changes are the keys to true happiness. But don't get me wrong. This doesn't mean we are advised to give up on everything, but rather that they learn to understand and accept what cannot be changed. At the same time, proactively adapt to challenges. If you are a housewife who is always busy with work and taking care of the family, the hustle and bustle of life leaves you little time for social relationships. You find yourself missing out on opportunities to connect with friends and family. Through adopting lifestyle choices, you can achieve more balance between your work and social life. Learn how to manage your time more effectively. To make time for meetings with friends and relatives, like going out for coffee or shopping together. You will notice relationship growth and satisfaction in your social and family life. Choosing a lifestyle is not just about deciding how to live every day, but also a commitment to personal development and finding inner peace. Please like the video if you agree with the lifestyle. Choice number 3. Changing circumstances. In the ever-changing maze of life, from career to social relationships, we often face unpredictable changes. However, Stoic philosophy, with its profound nature, offers a unique perspective on these fluctuations, especially in the context of lost relationships. Accept change as an inseparable part of nature and seek happiness from within. Independent of external factors, facing changing circumstances, like losing friends, it doesn't have to be a negative experience. Instead, it can be an opportunity for us to wake up and focus on nurturing ourselves, as well as building and maintaining quality relationships instead of quantity. When life changes, we must prepare ourselves mentally to enter a new and unfamiliar environment. Stoicism encourages us to seek community in these new circumstances. When you move to a new place, everything around you, from the environment and people, becomes strange and unfamiliar to you. To integrate quickly, start learning about the transportation system where you live to make traveling easier. Take a look around to learn about shops, restaurants, and basic services like supermarkets and banks. Participate in community activities to get to know more people. Social meetings and events are a good opportunity for you to expand your social network. Gradually, you begin to feel more comfortable and feel like you are creating a new life in this place. By doing this, you not only expand your social circle, but also build a sense of belonging, an important part of the adjustment process in a world full of change and uncertainty. Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on adaptation and finding satisfaction from within. By accepting and adapting to all changes, we can not only develop ourselves, but also maintain quality relationships. Are you willing to accept changing circumstance choices? If you're ready, please leave a comment. Yes. Below the comments section of this video, before going to the next topic. Please join me in the story of Leo, an accountant at a financial company. With his busy time, Leo still balances his time between family and work. After finishing his job, he spent time celebrating his 10th marriage anniversary. Instead of continuing to work hard, he still tries very hard to focus on the quality of both aspects of life, bringing satisfaction in life. Perhaps you will be very curious and wonder why Leo can balance everything so effectively, right? Please join me in directing your attention to topic number 4. Shifting priorities. Number 4. Shifting priorities. Changing priorities is not only an inevitable journey of life, it is also a symphony of self-understanding and personal growth. Career ambitions may soar, while family responsibilities may suddenly become more important at this time. Stoic philosophy, with its profound nature, has opened up a wise view that true happiness and inner peace are not destinations, but companions on the journey to find the profound meaning of life. When we learn to accept that life is a series of continuous changes, stop learning to adapt and accept not only with the world around you, but also with yourself. Every decision, from investing time and energy in your career to spending time with family and friends, is a reflection of current priorities in life. Acceptance and adaptation are an important part, but we are also stressed about living a meaningful life. Ask yourself, are we pursuing what is truly important? Are we spending time with the people and things that add real value to our lives? Through reflection and reassessment of priorities, we not only learn how to live a balanced life, but also learn how to find and nurture sincere and meaningful relationships. This is the essence of a Stoic life, a life that is not only materially full, but also spiritually and emotionally rich. Number 5. Trust issues. Trust issues. If you are in a situation where you have difficulty trusting others after receiving betrayal from a colleague at your old workplace, in your new work environment, you meet a new friend who is very friendly and trustworthy. However, due to your past, you feel doubtful and unsure whether you should open up to that colleague or not. Luckily, you came here and stopped at topic number 5, the issue of trust. I will help you gain a deeper understanding of how you can realize how you need to change your approach to relationships. The issue of trust must be considered not only through an individual lens, but also in the broader context of how we interact with the world around us. Stoic philosophy emphasizes internal control and responding to situations rationally rather than based solely on emotions. The awareness that people are often conditioned by external circumstances is another important aspect of the Stoic understanding of trust. Trust should not depend entirely on the actions of others, but should be based on a deep understanding and acceptance of imperfect human nature. This is a self-evolving process where we learn to trust our own ability to handle and accept situations even though they may not go our way. The issue of trust is not simply a personal obstacle. It is also an opportunity for self-reflection and growth. This requires self-awareness and the ability to adjust your thinking to be able to face uncertainty calmly and rationally. The goal is not to avoid all trust risks, but to learn to accept and manage them intelligently. Therefore, the issue of trust is not only a challenge, but also a valuable opportunity for us to self-discover and expand our understanding. By facing and overcoming trust issues, we not only strengthen our life skills, but also develop deeply spiritually aim to become the best version of yourself in a challenging and volatile world. So, do you have an answer to the situation of whether you should trust a new colleague or not? Please leave your answer below in the comments section. Differences in interests. Number 6. Differences and interests. In this life, each person has their own life, interests, and opinions. Differences in preferences are not just a natural part of human identity. It is also an opportunity to expand our understanding and tolerance. Stoic philosophy encourages us to seek inner peace through accepting and respecting these differences. Instead of feeling sad or isolated because we do not share the same interests as others, differences in interests can be the cause of broken relationships. But that's not necessarily a negative point. Each of us is encouraged to explore and develop our own personal interests without being dependent on the approval of others. This helps us become more autonomous in finding true happiness and meaning in life. Additionally, true happiness and peace of mind do not depend on being in perfect harmony with everyone around us. Instead, we should learn to appreciate and respect the diversity of humanity. We need to realize that each individual has a unique contribution and value. When we realize this, we not only develop a deep understanding of others, but also broaden our horizons and enrich our own life experiences. If you are a sports lover and you have a close friend who loves painting, at first you may find it difficult to find common ground to connect with each other due to your different interests. But you decide to try to learn more about your friend's passion for painting. At the same time, it allows your close friend to better understand your passion for sports. This way you not only expand your knowledge but also create opportunities to share basic values such as creativity, commitment, and passion in your life. As a result, you and your friend will not only have a better relationship, but will also build a friendship that overcomes initial differences in interests. Differences in interests should not be seen as an insurmountable obstacle to connecting with others. Instead, we should see it as a core element that helps promote personal growth and deepen our understanding of the world around us. Diversity of perspectives and interests opens the door to curiosity, acceptance, and ultimately insight. They are all truly cherished values in the Stoic lifestyle. Mental health. Number 7. Mental well-being. Mental health, which lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy, not only helps us manage our emotions and thoughts rationally, but is also the key that opens the door to inner peace. In topic number 7, we will explore the beauty and power of mental health through the lens of Stoic philosophy and see how it can change our lives even when we feel lonely or isolated. In Stoic philosophy, mental health is expressed through 4 main aspects. First, self-control and acceptance. We can't control everything, including how many friends we have. However, we can control how we react to this situation. Accepting and not letting our mood depend on the number of friends will help us move towards a more stable mental state. Second, focus on the present. It becomes even more important to live in the present and not worry about the past or the future. Focusing on the present helps reduce anxiety and improve mental health. Third, self-awareness. Self-awareness is an important part. Understanding oneself and what is truly important will help one shape and pursue a more meaningful life. Fourth, facing difficulties. Don't avoid difficulties, but face them and learn from them. Learning to cope with feelings of loneliness and hardship helps develop resilience, which will lead to significant improvements in mental health. In short, practicing mental health is not just about avoiding negative emotions. It is also about proactively building spirituality towards a meaningful life. At the same time, establishing and maintaining potential friendships. When we align that in a world with Stoic wisdom, we draw others closer in common thoughts toward a deep and meaningful connection. Have you equipped yourself with the 4 aspects to apply to mental health? Please comment. I'm ready to show your determination. Lack of social opportunities. Number 8. Lack of social opportunities. Stoicism emphasizes finding happiness and satisfaction from within rather than depending on external circumstances. This means even in situations with limited social interaction, we can still find and develop genuine and deep relationships. In a world where social interaction is becoming increasingly rare, we are advised to focus on nurturing existing relationships. A true friend not only helps you share your joys and sorrows, it is also someone who supports you in your pursuit of self-improvement and living an ethical life. One way to develop relationships in situations of social constraints is through sharing and discussing life, principles, and values. When we share our thoughts and thinking, we open up the opportunity to connect deeply with others on a spiritual and philosophical level. Additionally, Stoicism also encourages self-improvement and self-awareness. By working to be the best version of ourselves, we not only attract people with a similar mindset, but we can also inspire and build authentic relationships with those around us. Technology and social networks are also a smart way to open up new opportunities to connect with others. While it is no substitute for face-to-face interaction,